guys? Heather Johnson, owner, driver of Stone G8, Marble G8, Bottle Fed G8, Nitrous G8, whatever you want to call it. So many names. But I've asked you guys on social media what kind of content do you want to see. Alfalfa, that hair is a paid actor. Anyways, I asked you guys what you would want to see. And the majority said video on my car and the build and like what's done to it and stuff like that. So let's do that. So I'm just gonna kind of hold the phone and walk around the car and just give like a brief overview type deal. So the car is a 2009 Pontiac G8 GT. They come stock with the 6.0. It's an L76, which is an actual LS2 block with LS3 heads on it. So it's all stock bottom end. The only thing I've really done to the car is the appearance and then a few things under the hood, which we'll get to in a minute. I wanted to cover the appearance first since that's simpler and more obvious. So firstly, clearly, obviously, the car has been wrapped. It's wrapped in a marble wrap. I get questions all the time. Why did you wrap it marble? Why would anyone like that? Why would you do that? It looks like shit. The reason why I wrapped it in marble, I went to school, college for geology and earth science. So it kind of fell in line with rocks and what I like to do. I like to collect rocks and minerals. So it worked for me. I like it. That's all that matters. If you don't like it, I don't care. If you think it's ugly, I don't care. With that said, on to the wheels. I went with Forge Stars for the front and the back for the drag pack. They're a lot lighter than the street wheels, and then the tires, I've got the Mickey Thompson ET Street R's. So before the Street R's, I did have the ETSS's, and I do prefer the R's better. We got the 305 Come Alives in the back. A lot of people say you don't need a 305. You can do the same thing on the 275. It'll go faster on the 275. Blah, blah, blah. I don't give a shit. I like big tires. I like 305s. It's fat and it's sexy and it works. So there it is. I've got the upgraded Spider tail lights and the headlights to match. I'm not turning them on because I'm lazy. Let's see what else look-wise. I think that's it. The car is lowered on coilovers. When I first got the car in college, I was more so worried about the appearance than I was the performance. So it is lowered on Maverick Man coilovers. I do plan to upgrade to some racing suspension eventually. So that's a little bit about the appearance. When it comes to the actual build, I don't even like to say build when it comes to this car because I haven't really built it. The motor is all stock bottom end. The only thing that's been done to the motor is a cam. It's got a Rick Crawford cam in it. My lips are severely chapped, so before you assholes come to the comments to say get some chapstick, note it. So yeah, it's got a Rick Crawford cam. It's got a Circle D stall converter in it. It's stalled to 3,400. I went through 3 carrier bearings in this car before I was smart enough to get a one-piece drive shaft. So it's got a 3-inch aluminum one-piece shaft in it. I've had 0 issues out of that since I upgraded from the 2-piece. So I highly recommend that. Rear end, there is the stock chunk in the baby kiddie pool. It actually has a Camaro diff in it with 327 gears. So if you know anything about the G8s, they come stock with 292 gears. So I did a little upgrade there with the 327s. Honestly, I think I could probably use more gear. I could probably go to like 345s, but... So let's pop the hood on this thing. Okay, like I said, stock block, stock bottom end, stock heads, stock everything except for a cam, a cold air intake, and a nitrous kit. So what we got here is the nitrous outlet, single nozzle, throttle body plate kit. So you got 2 feeds coming in. You got the fuel feed and you got the nitrous feed. This car. So a little bit about the Nitrous setup. Like I said, it's a single nozzle throttle body plate kit from Nitrous outlet. It's a wet kit, meaning there's fuel and nitrous. Like I said, the fuel for the nitrous that I'm using is going to be 110 race fuel. And then that's supplied via a Nitrous Express standalone in the trunk. It's got its own regulator. No issues there. What size shot? Okay, everybody wants to ask, how much nitrous are you running? What size shot are you running? Right now I'm just doing a 175 shot, so that's, I have my puck jetting table here with all of my different jets on the wall, so I can pick and choose what shot I want to run. I have 3 bottles on standby. I keep 2 in the car. I keep them all full at all times. When I race, I only do 2 passes on each bottle. The car typically uses, I'll say around 4 pounds of nitrous per run if it's a quarter-mile run. So I get about 2 runs out of a bottle if it's quarter mile. If it's 1/8 mile, I'll probably get about 3 to 4 runs out of each bottle. But if you know anything about nitrous, the most important part of nitrous is maintaining bottle pressure. And when the amount of nitrous in the bottle gets low, then your pressure can drop. And then you won't see the results you would like to see. So a little bit more on the nitrous. I do not have a nitrous controller. This is not a progressive setup. This is just a single hit. It runs off a nitrous outlet window switch, the WinMax switch, and that is set for 2 parameters. The parameters are RPM and throttle positioning. So as soon as those 2 conditions are met, then the nitrous goes. I think that I have it set for like 3,000 RPMs and 80% throttle at this time. And then I got a little custom switch panel in here from Nitrous Outlet for my arm, my heater, my purge, and my opener. One cool thing that I like about my setup is that I have all of this dependent on the fuel cell regulation. So if my fuel cell pump is not working, then the nitrous will not work. And this is very important so you don't blow your shit up. I've been running nitrous. Have I been running nitrous? I've been running nitrous on this motor for about 2 years, and I haven't had any issues besides last summer. I was running at Charlotte, or no, it was Indy, I think. I think it was Indy. And my bottle pressure was extremely high because it was really hot out, and I didn't take the time to cool my bottle down. And I made a pass on, like, I would say probably like 1,400 PSI pressure in the bottle, which if you know anything about nitrous, ideally you want your pressure about 900 to 1,000, maybe 1,100, and then you can purge it down to like 950. That bitch was at like 1,200, and needless to say, I melted a plug to the heads, but I was able to get the head fixed and back on in like a week, so that really wasn't an issue. So now this season, the car is still exactly the same. My goal is to just take the knowledge and experiences I've gained over the past few years and just apply that to run the shit out of the car and be the best I can be in the current setup. Once it blows up, or once the season is over, I really am planning to go boost. If you follow my social media, you'll understand that I have no idea which direction to go, whether it be supercharger, pro charger, twins, big single. I don't fucking know what to do, y'all. Really, I'm just hoping somebody sends me some free shit and says, here, put this on your car, and that will be the direction I go. Until then, it will be dependent on, you know, people that help me out, or how much money I have, or shit like that. One key thing I forgot to mention that I wanted to add was the tuner. So the tuner of my car is Rick Crawford. I actually used to sit on Facebook and look at all of the different Pontiac G8 groups and read all of the forums and discussion boards and everything to find out who the fastest G8 was and who was behind it. And through my investigations, I found out that you know, there was this guy, Rick Crawford. Not only was he a builder, he was a racer. and not only a builder and a racer, but a tuner. And so I came to the conclusion, why would I not want a builder, racer, tuner who has records? Why wouldn't I want them to touch my car? Needless to say, I switched tunes. I went to Rick. I ran faster than I ever did. And it's been running perfect since. So shout out to Rick Crawford Racing. We're excited to see what this thing will do next. Out there, I do have Nitrous bottle stickers. If you would like one of them, get at me. They're really cute. Let me show you. So yeah, just a little Nitrous bottle sticker. I also have shirts and a hoodie. I'm the only one with a hoodie because I wanted to be special. But the shirts and the hoodies are the same. Shout out to Constant Design on the design. They really killed it. Let me put my phone down and see if I can show you the back without doing anything crazy. So it's got my car, doing the dual purge. Hell yeah. Thanks for tuning in to my TED Talk, y'all. Let me know, drop a comment what you'd like to see next.